Hey there, hi. How's it going? We're back. Skyward Sword. So we are going to be doing a quick thing first, and then we're going to be heading off to our first dungeon, the Skyview Temple. I think the dungeons in this game really capture a good vibe. I think they do that successfully. I'm going to be honest with you. Again, I've only played the game once, but I barely remember a lot of the dungeons, or most of the dungeons. I remember one in particular. Well, two. I mean, I remember bits and pieces of them. I remember one very well because it's one of the coolest dungeons in a Zelda game, and it has one of the coolest bosses in a Zelda game. And that is not a unique unique opinion. I feel like it's pretty, like, anybody who loves these games, they have all seemed to have arrived to the conclusion that, hey, this one dungeon and this one boss is really, really good. However, this dungeon ain't half bad. I think this dungeon's a good. It's your first dungeon. It's your starter dungeon, right? First though, we are going to be finishing. We can actually. I forgot to get the other chest up in the sky, so I'm going to be using our special Shing Sparkle Sparkle Amiibo. $15 game mechanic right here. To go to the sky, and I'll see you there when we get that. Yeah. See you in a moment. While we head over there, you might notice a couple things. I have a bit more money, and I also have some other stuff too. Actually, let's get into that. Oh, well, I'll land first, and then we can get into some changes in how many items we have. Because we got beetles. So last time we did a lot of things. We helped all of the Kikwis reunite, and we saved all of them throughout the forest. Well, saved all of them. They were all kind of hiding. Oh. Well, I can never remember the button. Again, this game has a very different control scheme in, like, all regards. So it is take a moment. Ooh. There we go. I actually did end up using the thing for the sky, just so I didn't have to keep looking at the map. It still isn't really that useful, I'm gonna be honest with you, but it has its moments. Yeah, this is actually important to get, so we only need one more heart piece, and would you look at that, there's a heart piece in the dungeon. This is another game that actually hides heart pieces in the dungeons, so it's an important thing to keep an eye out for. Okay. So let's remove that. And then, yeah, so as you can see, we have a lot more materials. So let's go through this really quick. I can let you know I got all of these. This is just, there are butterflies in Skyloft that you can get. There are also praying mantises you can get in Skyloft. The starry fireflies, these are bugs that are in the sky, but you have to go to a place. Oh yeah, we caught these together, actually. I caught these in the end of the last video. But yeah, these are in the sky. It has to be nighttime, though, which can be difficult, because I don't think they appear in Skyloft. I could be wrong about that. I don't think they appear in Skyloft, or if they do, they're very few. We actually had to sleep on Beetle's shop ship and have him take us to another place at night. So it could be nighttime out here in the open sky. And then obviously stag beetles are also just beetles that are in the sky. I think you can get these at Skyloft as well. The Deku hornets, they're actually in Faron Woods. They're the things that were protecting the what I thought was beehives, but they actually give you hornet larvae. And they also, they come out in droves, so you will never have a shortage of these guys. Also in the Faron Woods, there are woodland rhino beetles and a couple of Faron grasshoppers as well. Now on this side, the amber relics, they actually respawn. All the amber relics that we picked up around Faron Woods, they just respawn exactly where you found them the first time. Kind of strange, but it works out. Hornet larva drops from the hornet hives that you can see around there. Bird feathers. So the birds that you see sitting around on the surface, you can actually lock onto them, and then you can actually also catch them with your net. I don't know, you might be able to hit them with your slingshot to make them drop feathers, but the net is a surefire way to make them drop feathers. They're a little hard to sneak up on, but if you could take it slow, you can get that okay. We know what chew jellies are. The ornamental skulls rarely, but they do drop, but they rarely drop from the moblins, the red moblins that we see down there. And then the golden skull is actually something we got from doing the bamboo challenge. I forgot to mention, the bamboo challenge, depending on how many cuts you get, he gives you different things. I think he gives you, oh, they actually just tell you the names of all this other stuff? Evil Crystal, Elden, they're giving away that Elden's a thing. Why would they not let that be a secret? That's kind of strange. Anyways, but yeah, if you got spare money and you're confident that you can like hit certain numbers whenever you want for that thing, you can get all sorts of stuff. You can get golden skulls, goddess plumes, all kinds of rare stuff. Bluebird feathers are same. They're just birds. You get them from birds, but you get them from specifically blue birds. For some reason, they differentiate the two. And then the monster claws actually drop from the keys, but again, kind of rarely. So I went around the forest and just got more material, so that the next time we're back home, we don't just have nothing to do. As far as crafting and stuff goes, I will probably make excursions off screen occasionally to go get more materials, but it just depends on how easily it is to get the materials. Last time we also got, well, we got a few heart pieces. We got 2 heart pieces last time, so only 1 off now. And we also got plus 600 extra space in our wallet, which is super good. I think we might have also gotten another bottle last time too, although I could be wrong about that. Oh, we also got another adventure pouch, as you can see right here. So we have an extra adventure pouch. We know that there's another one to get in Beetle Shop, but all of Beetle stuff right now is incredibly expensive. But yeah, so I think that's all the catch-up we need to do. I think now we can just head back down to the surface. So I will see you there. Master, I have bad news. The auras of many creatures reverberate throughout this temple. As a result, I can't isolate Zelda's aura. You will not be able to track her here. Given the situation, I suggest you look around to see where we should move next. Okay, and with that introduction, we are here at Skyview Temple. I do like, they still went the ambient route with the music in this game's temples, but I do like being able to hear the horns slowly droning in the background. I think that is cool. I think the way they do spider webs is pretty neat in this one. Now that you have more control over your sword. Oh, and enemies will flock to you when you can actually get stuck on the you can actually get stuck on the spider webs, and the enemies will flock to you. So that's an important thing to note. They stay dazed for a pretty long time. I guess we probably could have just hit the switch behind him and ignored the piranha plant, the Deku Baba. Oh, these guys, right. It's pretty fun. It's pretty cool. Here's the thing. I think the I think that the use of the sword mechanics and stuff is really cool. I think it's a really neat idea that they did. I would have loved to see this actually return in future games, but sadly this game did not. I think this game was not received as well. I mean, not without reason. I would say for good reason it wasn't received super well, but the way Nintendo works is that, oh, if something's not received well, they immediately sort of can a lot of the times they will just sort of can the idea altogether, even though there was maybe some good ideas in there. Granted, like I said, a lot of the mechanics that we've seen in this are going to carry over into Breath of the Wild, so it's not that they forgot everything that they did here. He who descended from the sky, lend your ear to the wise voice of the servant who brought you to the firm soil. You mean Fee? You called, Master? You got any advice, Fee? I really don't need a hint, but thanks anyway. Hey, Fee, do you have like an option where I can just talk to you? Oh yeah, by the way, you can use the amiibo in here and teleport to the sky whenever you want. I'm not going to use the amiibo in dungeons. I think that part is too much. I think being able to just like bamf out of dungeons whenever you want, go to the sky, fully heal, fully stock up on items, I think that's way too much. Analysis? This is Skyview Temple. Analysis indicates the presence of monsters more powerful than those found on land. Beware of Skulltula nests. Master, your current selection of pouch items is balanced. Oh. Suitability to current location is 75%. Interesting. Your life should not be in danger as long as you avoid engaging multiple enemies in combat. Interesting. I didn't know that she like analyzed like my loadout to let me know how I'm doing. 85% probability that Zelda currently resides in Skyview Temple, located in the northeastern area of Fair Woods. I anticipate the temple will be occupied by a large number of monsters. You must locate Zelda as fast as possible. Your current play session is 16 seconds. No, 16 minutes. Total play time, 7 hours. Dang. 7 hours to get to the first... granted, again, I did go slow. I've been going through this game with a fine-tooth comb as of right now, but... That's still pretty... you know what, though? That's probably about as long as it took. Oh, I like how you get further in and the music changes. Yeah, there's like more adaptive music in this game. Like, I don't know if you noticed, but like Fee's theme when we originally met her, it transitioned from her theme to the Gate of Time theme, pretty seamlessly, and the whole vibe and tone of that scene changed because of it, which I think is very cool. Come on, Buster. Fast. You know what? You gotta say. You gotta give it to him. These guys got some fast reflexes. Oh, and then as you can see, we're going with, Twilight Princess is a little bit... It's a mix. It's a little more, like, segmented rooms. A little bit like Wind Waker. But then a little bit more open and like organic feeling at the same time. But I would not... Do not expect there to be... Also, the fact that, again, really weird they chose to do save stations in this game. None of the other games did it for good reason. You kind of want to be able to save whenever you want. Granted, it auto saves regularly, but at that point, like, just let me save, right? Hold on, I want to drop down, make sure I got it. I do like the sort of the ethereal glow of this whole place. Oh. And that's why you check everything. Don't mind if I do. Oh. Is this a shortcut to get in? Oh, no, I know what this is for. This was something later. Can't do anything with that yet. If you can see, I don't know if you noticed, there's a lot of things that have been, like, just out of reach. So, this is the obvious door to get into. So we'll go here first. Or should we go into the not obvious door first? Questions. Questions. Whoa. Actually gonna have to use the stab. Thing about the stab in this game though, it kind of circumvents it was hard to pull off, but since you just have to click the right stick in, it's really easy to do in this game, and it kind of circumvents any of the directional slashes you'd have to do for most enemies, because you can just stab through, like, straight at them, and enemies don't really block for that. So, whoopsies. 2 doors lead the room left and right, but they will open when the gemstones are struck. One is above, one is below. Okay, I don't know if I really need these tablets to tell me what the puzzle in the room is. It's kind of strange. Locking onto enemies is kind of strange because you have to. In the other games, when you lock onto an enemy, you don't have to aim anymore, basically. In this game, you still have to sort of adjust. Your camera just sort of, like, stays on them, which is interesting. Doesn't look like anything we can do here yet. So we're gonna continue on. Being pushed in more though, like pushed in behind Link, does make certain spots feel a little bit more claustrophobic for sure. Which I would say is a positive in a game like this where there's a lot of stuff that atmosphere is like a really important aspect of the game. What if I do? Oh. Oh, dang. He did a lot of damage to my shield. What the crud? We might have to crack out the revitalizing potions here in a second. Jeez. Yeah, damage scaling and things like that do not screw around in this game. So... Oh, hold on, actually. You always want to go down first. Just to see if there's anything to see. I wonder if we can capture the spores on these mushrooms. Yeah, oof. I am not used to not being able to just mash my way through most problems, you know? It is interesting. No, I mean, here's the thing. Making sure you have a loadout, making sure you have potions on you. How many times have we used potions in the past games? You know what I mean? How many times did we actually need anything that was in our bottles? Excluding the Cave of Ordeals in Twilight Princess, right? In this game, though, I mean, the reason you start with 6 hearts is because if you notice, the spiders are doing a full heart of damage. Same with the Deku Babas, I think. So, yeah, we need the health. And the revitalizing potions are really good because they give you 4 hearts while also restoring your shield durability, which is really nice. In a room with 2 glittering gemstones, you shall find a temple map. Gaze upon the map until your eye finds the X, for it is there that you must strike another gemstone to reveal a path. Okay. Should I just stop reading those? I feel like at some point they might have something interesting that's not just giving away. Giving away literally everything, you know? That stone literally was just you are going to find the map soon, and the map will tell you what you need to be doing. Oh, okay. Thanks for letting me know. It also reveals the locations of treasure chests, so be sure to take a look. Information for you. If you've obtained a map of this area, you can view it with that. Okay. Position of doors and their locks, as well as the position and status of treasure chests, can be confirmed on the map with marks such as X. Just X's? However, be aware that you will be unable to use beacons here during the indoor nature of this environment. Noted. Oh, I see. Zelda's ore. Oh. Oh, there's no compasses anymore. The map gives you everything. I guess that makes sense. A map would have these things on it, traditionally speaking, I suppose. Okay, I got that. But, oh, I guess we can save. But the general status of the place hasn't changed, though. Right. Oh. I'm just freaking blind. I'm working in 3 dimensions. Come on, Dante, wake up. You're working in 3 dimensions. You've done this before? I'm a mean green map machine. I can do this. Okay. So now we got some water in here, which should have changed this area, right? Just a teensy bit. I do like how even though the rooms are sectioned off with like doors and stuff like that, there's still things that connect them together, like the windows and grates and whatnot. There's a chest ahead. Did I miss another opportunity? I'm feeling particularly blind today. No. Oh. Don't know what I thought that was going to do. No, we need more water. Right, but the water that we have in here should have done something, right? I'll tell you what, I will cut to when I've figured out this very complicated task. This is a little embarrassing. Got a key. No, I know that chest in the other room is gonna be a key, so one moment. Oh my gosh. Wait. Oh, yeah, I didn't read this map on. There's a little tiny cubby. Wow, that was... You know, I will say that that's both a tiny bit embarrassing on my part, but then also... But then also they like, that was just such a small cubby, like hidden by some brush and stuff. I'm actually surprised at how well they hid that. And then, oh, something that we can't do anything with right now. So we have to come back? Oh man, they're gonna have us backtrack through dungeons again? Crazy. Okay, now we can keep going. I forgot to mention, to fuel this leg of the adventure, I have cran watermelon juice. To get my vitamins. Gotta get my daily vitamin C. And just a bunch of sugar too. Okay, here we go. Alrighty, there we go. Ooh, a teeny bit of timing goes a long way. Nice, and some herbs. I see, do I have to... Oh, there we go. Give me what I want. It's so funny. They have like a full orchestra playing the themes and songs in this game, but that song right there doesn't sound any different from any of the other games. I could totally be wrong, but I mean, even if they did get like the full orchestra to play that bit too, it feels like it's the same song, which is great actually, in my opinion. Including the da 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 da, right? When I'm freaking on, let's get morbid thought. When I'm on my freaking deathbed, I'll be hearing, I'll be going out to that freaking jingle. Yeah. A lot of enemies, big room too. Really nice looking areas though, that's for sure. Oh, you dropped a monster block. Oh, something you can do, you can get the enemies to block in a certain direction if you hold your sword. Like if I held this way, he would block that way, and then I could tap the other way instead. Takes a tiny bit of timing, but it works out. Can I knock these down with the... Oh, yeah. I wasn't sure if we needed this dungeon's item in order to get some of this stuff down. We need it for most of this stuff, but... Oh, yeah, can't, like, for instance, can't do anything about that yet, that's for sure. Don't have a key anyways, though. Oh, and Here's our heart piece. Not even in a chest, just sitting out in the open. These guys can take some hits, that's for sure. Is that marked on a... Yeah, oh yeah, that's a thing too. Really weird thing. Because heart pieces are just like not in chests, I don't think. At least they're not always in chests. They don't mark that on the map though, which is crazy to me. I mean, like, I feel like of all the things to have marked on the map, you marked the switches, which are part of the puzzles on the map, but you didn't mark a heart piece? Like, that's wild. I don't know about that. Oh. Duh. Listen, alright, I'm a big dumb boy. Mini boss time. Oh. Freaking love the music though. We didn't get to appreciate the music very long because here's the thing. Oh, we got the beetle. The unexplained power contained within this insect-shaped item allows you to control it as it flies through the air. Nice. Yeah, got a beetle. You have acquired a new item. Analysis of this object's insect-like profile and wings indicates it can fly. After launching it, you can remotely pilot the device. The shape structure on the front of the device can sever threads and deliver a blow to smaller objects. Press Z for the device too. Hey Fee, do you have the user manual for this thing? Yeah, so the very first item for the first dungeon is a completely new item to the whole series. It's very, very interesting. It's a pretty cool item. I feel as far as item like unique quirky items in Zelda games go, this one is definitely a leg up from like I would say as far as overall usage, it's basically the spinner of this game, I would say. I don't remember having to use this item very much at all as the game progresses onward. However, it does have infinitely more use. You will use it infinitely more than you used the spinner. You're just going to use it less than like the other items in the game. But then again, I mean, that's kind of like the slingshot as well. Like, I don't know why they give you a slingshot when there's gonna be a bow later. Okay. But it's a pretty cool item. It's pretty fun. Crud. I think the one tapping you out deal is a little, I don't know about that. I don't know how I feel about that, but you know, it's fine. Oh, you know what? Something we can actually do now. We found it, fairy. Oh, I see. If you walk into it... Oh, I understand. You don't capture them. I remember now. You don't capture them. You can put them in your bottle. Is what you do here. If you capture them with the net instead of walking into them, you would put one in a bottle because you can't actually equip a bottle. You can't like do your swipe with your bottles in this game like you could in the other games. I know, tragic. I know everybody's favorite thing, swiping bottles. You know, swiping bottles actually has its uses in speedrunning. For some reason, actually, I don't know. I don't think it's used for speedrunning anymore. I think it's sort of it's kind of outdated at this point. But there was a time, a unique mechanic about the bottles in like Wind Waker, and I think definitely Wind Waker, and I think maybe Ocarina of Time, is that you can swipe the bottle and use it to deflect You can swipe the bottle in replacement of swiping your sword in order to do the dead man's volley, which I know sounds really weird, and trust me, it is. I don't know why they programmed it that way. It's fun though. Like, it's definitely fun to be standing in front of Phantom Ganon and Wind Waker and do dead man's volley with a bottle. I actually don't know if it works in Ocarina of Time. It definitely does work in Wind Waker though. I remember that for sure. I think it used to be used for speedrunning, so like, because what you would do is you would not get the sword, or you wouldn't get like a sword for that thing, and then you would dead man's volley with the bottle instead. But again, that's very outdated. I mean, the routes have changed so much. I'll just cut you guys down now. Nah, I bet the ones on the side will for sure still hit you. I do. Oh. Oh, I'm doing it. No! I was doing it. Nice. Oh. Very forgiving parry there, that's for sure. Ooh. Again, this shield can take like 3 hits. We could have gone and upgraded it, but I didn't feel the need to do that. Oh, there's still this. Let's see, what did we do? We unlocked this one, I think. Yeah. I'm always afraid of losing like thought, or I'm always afraid of feeling like I should be saying more, or analyzing story more and stuff like that. And that's something that I think I've been doing good at not doing, is feeling like I need to be doing something, because the moment I feel like I need to be saying anything or doing anything for these videos is when I would not want to do these anymore. Because I don't want this to become like something I'm doing out of obligation. I want to be conveying thoughts that I simply want to be conveying thoughts that I'm actually having during the play session. Because the whole idea behind what I'm doing here is, oh, ominous. Oh. Not too hard, you just flip on the back and then do the fatal blow. I keep forgetting that the fatal blow is the same as the vertical slice. Do we do these individually? No. Oh, we need them all to look at. Oh, I see. I understand. Remember, everybody, it's about the pilot, not the beetle. But yeah, the whole idea behind doing these games or playing games on this channel was merely to capture the experience of playing these games and my thoughts that I would be having. Because when I play stuff all the time, I'm constantly like mumbling to myself, rambling to myself about. Oh, I understand. About different things that I find interesting or meaningful in the games, things that I or you know, theory crafting while I'm playing, wondering where the story is going to go. So like that's where playing something for the first time, like the Metroid games or interesting little puzzle. Playing the Metroid games for the first time, playing a Mori for the first time, playing Final Fantasy VII for the first time. Now, obviously, I've played these games before, but I was having so many thoughts, and I was really feeling the urge to play all these Zelda games because I was watching people speedrun them a couple of years ago, and I got this idea. I was like, man, I really want to play these games again, but I don't want to just do that. I want to make something. You know, like I want to really make the experience, like capture the experience and talk about, because here's the thing, I sit down and play and then I'm mumbling to myself and it's like, well, that's great, but, and that would be totally fine, you know, but it's like, I want to capture my thoughts and feelings, though. You know, I thought that like capturing my experience and perspective on these games would be a cool way to do it. Instead of just playing them all again and rambling to myself. Like, well, I might as well ramble with a bit of direction to it. You know what I mean? It's like, if I'm gonna talk to myself anyways, I might as well record it, you know. Now, who else would these be for? I mean, nobody really. I don't know. I mean, people like I like watching people play games sometimes, but oh yeah, I think you need to stagger and not do a bunch of tiny cuts to get the really tall ones down, but then you risk having them drop to the ground like that, so who's to say? Okay, was that everything? Everything that I know of. Let me check something real quick. Okay, just wanted to make sure that I was not missing anything. Oh, here we go. This is probably has to do with the heart piece. I think the first time when when I was replaying this when it originally came out. Oh no, that's still good. When it originally this version of the game originally came out again, that first time I was playing, I think I made it all the way to the end, and I realized I still hadn't found out how to get the heart piece. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I still don't really remember. I think I just missed something in this room. That was clearly not this. We flew into that one. Flew into that one and that one. There's gotta be just something high up or hidden. So what we probably need is some air. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, so close. Okay. Like the light indicator to let you know. Dang. I can just fly directly at it, right? Oh, I missed it. No, that totally would have worked. I just missed it entirely. Oh, tragic. Oh, the misery. Every single beetle is my enemy. There we go. And with that, we get a heart piece. Which, again, getting more life in this game is particularly good, because I don't know if you... As we've seen, the hearts in this game have a lot more value than they ever have before. A lot more combat in this game. Okay, we cleared this out before. Oh, should I have saved? Maybe. The idea that you could die in the dungeon and maybe lose progress if you don't save, I don't know if that's true. I would imagine they would just restart you at the last door you exited from. Oh. Could be wrong though. For instance, it didn't autosave right there, so... Oh, these guys are cool. There we go. Yeah, you just gotta crack all their heads at the same time. Is that really the only guy that was in here? No, surely it was something else here, right? I mean, maybe I'm not being thankful. No. Guess that's it. Yeah. See you, loser. What are we looking at here? Oh. What was it called? Oh, no, I remember why it was called Skyview Temple. Because it was supposed to be... I forgot, they literally called it Skyview Temple because the legend was a guy will come down from the sky and he will be received at the temple. So silly. Oh, I like how, so this is the thing. I like how, like, doors don't act as, like, loading zones. Because if you look, now we're just in the previous room, right? And I'm pretty sure in Twilight Princess, the doors probably weren't acting as loading zones at that point, right? But, like, rooms are way less segmented off than they have been in the past games, right? Like in something like Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, and even Twilight Princess, even if things aren't actually sectioned, like literally like sectioned off by like mini loading zones from you opening doors and stuff like that, they still, each room still feels very separate from one another. But I think what this temple does as an introduction temple is it shows you that like, no, everything is, this is just one big place that's connected. Everything is connected together with like cubbies and mini hallways, and just like you can just open a gate and now here we are in the other massive room, stuff like that. Like we had to go through 2 doors to unlock that, but now we just realized that this is still just one big place. Oh yeah, there may not be compasses, but there are still... there are still... Hearing his voice just trail off into oblivion is... It's pretty intense, I will say. Oh. I understand. Whoopsies. Am I not supposed to grab onto that from here? Is that for something else? No, I'm for sure supposed to grab. Okay, maybe I need a running start. I was a fool. There we go. You do not jump far from ropes. Granted, I don't really know if rope swinging would actually work as well as they make it look like in games. Sure, it probably works out fine, but oh, that is extremely stressful. I think it is important to note, right, that Link was a... This is the second time that Link was shown to be a sort of a laze-about, lackadaisical, not unmotivated, not incapable, not unmotivated, but just a very relaxed guy who didn't really concern himself with too many things, right? Because like the same ways in Wind Waker, you know, sleeping in during the day, didn't study for the, isn't out practicing like everybody else is for a very important exam, not really taking it seriously, right? Like he's just like, yeah, I'll become a knight, or maybe I won't, you know, whatever. And then he's immediately thrust into, but I think what this shows is an extremely stressful situation. He's placed under an extremely stressful situation. He's given the burden of an incredibly heavy burden of fulfilling this destiny and also bringing back his friend, bringing his friend back home. And yet this very chill, like kind of late, like this very like seemingly lazy, chill exterior immediately sort of under the stress of a situation like this immediately vanishes. It immediately melts away and reveals a very capable, a very serious, someone who is very capable, very serious, very determined, and extremely tenacious, virtually unstoppable. I mean, like, Link, just getting up to even this point is kind of a tank of a man, right? Like, Gru saying that he could beat the snot out of Link or whatever. No, you couldn't. This guy is inhuman, as he is shown to constantly be inhuman. I think that is interesting, though. I think it's interesting that, like, the Link that we see at the beginning of the game, it's not who he is. but it's not all he is, right? This shows, getting up to this point, shows that Link is a perfectly capable and strong-willed individual, who under stress will be, because you see who people truly are under stress, right? That's like a big saying, is that you will see who somebody truly is under stress. And I think what this does is this shows who Link really is and who he always has been, despite how people view him. And yeah, I think it's really cool. I think it's really interesting. It's something I hadn't thought about until right now. I would say Twilight Princess Link, on the other hand, the way he acts under stress is also how he kind of acts. He seemed like a particularly serious. He would, like, play with the kids and stuff like that. But when you go out and save the kids, he doesn't think twice about it. He grabs his sword, he goes out, and he gets the job done, right? I think Twilight Princess Link was pretty consistent throughout the whole game, but this Link, this is a situation he has never been in before, and he is going through it without throwing caution to the side and going through it without a care, and that's interesting. Without care or concern for himself, even. Okay, let me see. Is there anything else we need to do before this? No, this is it. Now we get to see what the first boss is, and trust me, I don't think anybody thought. I don't think anybody knew what the first boss was going to be. We're in a forest, big spiders, right? Probably a giant plant, giant spider, right? Totally. Okay, now let's go in. So, boss keys are a little different in this game. You actually have to figure them out, which is interesting. However, I just did, because the first one's really easy. None of them are actually that hard. Alright, I mean, like, I want to make that clear. They're not difficult puzzles. But it is interesting to give you one final puzzle before heading into the boss room. Look who it is. I thought that tornado I stirred up would have tossed and torn you apart, and yet here you are, not in pieces. Which is giving away the ghost here a little bit. Not that your life or death has any consequence. It's just the girl that matters now, and I can sense her here, just beyond this door. Yes, we plucked Her Majesty from her perch in the clouds, and now she's ours. Oh, but listen to me. I'm being positively uncivil. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the demon lord who presides over this land you look down upon, this world you call the surface. You may call me Girahim. Girahim is just great. Girahim's just good. I don't care. I will hear nothing to the contrary. Girahim is another great villain. I don't think it's any spoiler to mention that the guy who made a tornado threw Zelda to the surface is trying to break down a door to go get her. I don't think it should be any... He calls himself the Demon Lord. It shouldn't be any surprise, you know, that he is a bad guy. In truth, I very much prefer to be indulged by my full title, Lord Girahim, but I'm not fussy. Did you really just draw your sword? Foolish boy. By all rights, the girl should have fallen into our hands already. This turn of events has left me with a strong appetite for bloodshed. Still, it hardly seems fair, being of my position, to take all my anger out on you. Which is why I promise up front not to murder you. No, I'll just beat you within an inch of your life. Looks like I am not screwing around with that. Demon Lord Girahim. That's right, it's the main antagonist. And he's walking at us slowly, without a weapon, even though we know he has one. Can I just say, this is an amazing introduction to a villain. And having him be the actual first boss is incredible. This is absolutely, I mean, it shocked me the first time I played. Because this is only the second time in the whole series where one of the bosses throughout the game, it's just a fight. Against you versus another person. It's not a puzzle. And actually, you'll see that throughout a lot of the game, that the fights are not puzzles like most Zelda bosses. So the way this works is, this fight's all just sword stuff. You have to guide his hand away, and then strike him from a different angle. I love the effects. I love the music. Really utilizing, doing some like very classical, big orchestra type beat. Oh, did you see this freaking sights? That's crazy. Oh, quite the sword you have here. But as long as you have telegraphed your attacks like the novice you are, you'll never land a blow. He took my sword. He took my sword. He threw my sword at me. Chill out, dude. Oh. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I was totally ready for it. I just pressed the wrong button. Oh. Oh, okay. I understand. It's like fighting a doll. It's just a fight. There's no tricks. There's no item uses. Ow. Well, you put up more of a fight than I would have thought possible from such a soft boy. No, don't call me. No, I'm not soft. No, don't say that. I'm tough. I'm a big tough boy. But don't clap for yourself quite yet. That sword of yours is still the only reason you still live. I fear I spent far too long teasing and toying with you. The girl's presence has all but faded from this place, which means there's still no reason to linger here. Goodbye, Sky Child. Run and play this time. Get in my way again, though, when you're dead. I don't know what Nintendo was on when they made Girahim, but gosh dang it, he's so good. The inclusion of Girahim, having him be the first fight, makes me wish that Zant appeared in Twilight Princess more. The integrity of your shield has weakened. Beware of the remaining durability of this item. Okay, thanks, Fee. You got a heart container. Your life has increased by 1 and is now fully replenished. That's right, baby. 8 hearts now. Not bad. But, sadly, as he said, we made it here, and Zelda was literally right behind this door. And then but he took too much of our time. And so we're still, even though we were right here, we're still one step behind her. I think that's the real tragedy of it all, you know, is that, like, we go as quickly, for as determined and focused as Link is, and has been since leaving Skyloft, still come up short. But also, interesting thing to note was that Girahim mentioned, oh no, it's in the cutscene. Girahim mentioned a servant that was with her that helped her escape. Blue feather. Oh, there's fairies off in the distance. Well, you know, while we're here, nice. I don't think you can catch fish. No. At least not like that. Oh. I like the look of simple satisfaction on Link's face from doing this. I also like the look that he gave Girahim when, after Girahim spoke of trying to take Zelda, and Link immediately, without a word, pulls out his weapon and shield. Not even knowing who Girahim is. Even after walking into the room, it's like again, Link is focused, he's tenacious, and he does not care. He has one goal in mind. But I do like how they did show an important thing, Link is not incapable of fear. That's an important thing, right? We've talked about that before. Is that courage, very specifically by definition, is action despite fear. Courage is doing something despite the fear that you hold. So Girahim clearly threw Link off. You could see him heavy breathing right before the fight started. But he fought anyways. And he bought Zelda, and by doing so, he bought Zelda just enough time. Which is interesting. Maybe Girahim wouldn't have been able to get through the door, but we don't know. We might have been the difference there. Master, I have a message written in the language of the gods of old. Allow me to translate for you. With interpretive dance. From the edge of time I guide you, the one chosen to carry out the goddess's mission. The spirit maiden who descended from the clouds must travel to 2 sacred places to purify her body. You stand in one of these places, Skyview Spring. The other is known as the Earth Spring. The second spring is hidden away deep within the scorched earth of Eldin. The Spirit Maiden, ever mindful of the heavy task entrusted to her, has set out for this second sacred place. I believe that the implication is that, according to Destiny, Link and Zelda was supposed to probably set out on this journey together. But because Girahim threw a wrench in the plans, he shifted things. So, which would mean that Destiny is not set in stone, because the old one in back at the temple that we landed at said herself that Zelda had come here too soon. She had come here earlier than it was anticipated. So me and Zelda, or Link and Zelda, rather, would have come to the surface eventually, and we probably would have done so together since we all need to go to the same locations. Well, rather, we are playing catch-up, essentially. Probably what was supposed to happen is we were supposed to be her guide, rather. Link was supposed to be her guide and protector while she went to go through the process of purifying her body. I do like how they don't shy away from... It is strange to hear. It is a strange thing to hear that she needs to, like, purify her body in order to complete this process. It makes it feel strange, and it's sort of off-putting, but we're dealing with the Destiny and Legends of gods here, right? So and we're just humans. We're just 2 human beings. So the idea that, like, you have to go through a process of becoming more than what you are is interesting, I think. But yeah, it implies that originally, according to Destiny, this would have been a journey that Zelda and Link had gone on together. Which sort of, it's funny how that works, because it makes you sort of more, it kind of gives you like a yearning to have seen that scenario. Imagine a game where Link and Zelda get to travel together, especially this Link and Zelda, seeing how their relationship is in the beginning, in the first couple hours of the game. It sounds like it would have been a blast to go to, like, be with these 2 going on a journey together. It's almost a shame, and you almost like mourn that loss as you travel with Fee, but Fee does not speak to you often, and when she does speak to you, it's all business. So Link is essentially alone. Lonelier than we've seen him in a while, considering Twilight Princess Midna was very much a part of the adventure, right? In this game, Fee is your assistant. She's your assistant. She will be there if you call for her. Otherwise, she will not. She's there if she's needed. Otherwise, she waits until she's needed. But so, and what I would have loved to have seen is, I don't know how they would have done this. It would have been cool if there were Zelda segments. I understand why they don't do this, right? But if they had done like a Paper Mario style thing where you do a chapter as Mario and then you have a mini little episode snippet of Zelda getting to see what, of Peach in Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, or the first Paper Mario game as well. You get like a mini episode in between getting to show other characters doing other things. The Paper Mario games did that all the way up till Super Paper Mario. It would have been cool if this game did the same thing of getting to see what other characters in other places are up to while either before or after Link got there. It would have been cool to see like Zelda, because what we'll find here is that everywhere we go, we hear of Zelda, we hear of what she's going through, we hear of a servant helping her, we hear of all these adventures that she's going on herself, the fact that she rushed into this dungeon alone. But then we don't get to see any of that, and it's sort of, it's tragic, and I understand why they do that, why they don't show you that stuff, because the whole point of the game, right, is that you are seeing things unfold from Link's perspective. And from Link's perspective, the tragic nature of his journey is that he has to go through all these places and not get to be there with Zelda. So essentially that's why they don't show you that, right? And it makes sense, and that does make sense. It just it's sort of like, it would have been cool if they had released something later, like even if it was just like an animated short showing Zelda's own personal journey through everything. That would have been interesting. It would have been cool to see, I think, but I understand why they don't. They want you to feel, they want you to put you in the shoes of Link, where you're going through and you're doing all these things, but all you get to do is hear of your lost friend. You never get to see her, which is, it's, at least right now, we've only been hearing of her. We just barely missed her in here, and that's, it's tragic. It's a somber, it's a melancholic kind of feeling that it leaves. The ruby tablet. The weathered surface of this heavy stone tablet feels very old. Master, as I just translated, it would appear that Zelda purified herself in the waters of this spring. I calculate a 97% chance that she has already set out for Eldin, where another great spring exists. However, it is not clear what method of travel Zelda used to move from here to her next destination. My analysis suggests you should take the tablet to the altar in Skyloft. Doing so will likely open a new column of light on the surface, allowing you to descend into another area and continue your search for Zelda. The bird statue that transports you back to the sky should be in the forest you previously passed through. Oh. Hey, buddy. Hey, it's me. Did you find the girl? Who are you? Not yet. Oh, that's too bad. But it sounds like you at least know where you need to search next to find her. That's something, right? I'm so glad I've finally been reunited with all my Kikwi friends. It's all thanks to you. With any luck, hopefully you'll find that girl you've been searching for real soon. Take care, okay? Thanks, Machi. I'm sure we will. Next time on Skyward Sword Z. Z still works, because it's The Legend of Zelda. That's interesting too, right? That it's always The Legend of Zelda. It's never The Legend of Link. Link is always just a player. And I feel like you feel that more so in this game than any of the other games too. Is that you feel the fact that Link is a player in somebody else's game, you know? Link is just a piece on the board compared to Zelda, who's the real actual person of import. I would say the most import in this game, considering that she has some sort of strange, like, ritualistic process she has to go through in order to prepare her body for something. We don't know yet, but something, clearly. And yeah. So it's interesting. It's always Legend of Zelda, never The Legend of Link. But hey, that's all she wrote for this one. No special cut ending, cut to black, or anything like that. We literally just poofed us right outside of the dungeon. So yeah, if you liked this, then hit the like or the dislike or whatever you want to do. If you want to you can always subscribe to get notified of more things in the future. Hit the notification bell to get notified more specifically, and also subscribe if you want to see more things coming up. I do a little bit of everything. I'm gonna have some time lapses of drawings that I've done. I'm still catching up on Christmas drawings from my friends, but not that they don't expect me to do anything. I just want to do something. Yeah, but yeah. So I will. Those will be coming up. I'll be spreading those out. Also some essay videos at some point. I'll be spreading those out in between parts to this. And yeah. Anyways, I'll catch you next time. Don't forget to always be kind, and don't be afraid to change your mind. See you next time. Hey, my shield's almost busted. Damn, he screwed up my shield. I mean, it's a wooden shield. What am I gonna do? Upgrade it? Repair it? No. Give me a better one. Jeez.